Hello, welcome to another video. Today we will be talking about Porsche 911 GT3. But first let me thank our user Alex P. He has updated us with the price of Emira in the US market. My assumption was the price gonna be around 84 to 85,000 US dollar, but it seems that Lotus has priced them around 93,900 for V6 version, and for the 4-cylinder version from AMG you can get that one for 74,900. Once again, thanks Alex for letting us know the price. And now let's get back to the video. This car we're talking about today doesn't need any introduction. Porsche is well known for their car being driver focused, and if you buy any Porsche model, let it be base model or range topping GT model, you will undoubtedly experience the difference in the handling and driving feel between Porsche and other everyday cars. Best bit about Porsche is, despite the sportiness, they are easily daily drivable. Now, of course, GT1s are a bit different. They usually come with firmer suspension, better and sharper handling, and produce more power. They are usually a little bit more lower to the ground and have better aerodynamics and produces a little bit more downforce. Now, I will be honest with you, I have zero experience with Porsche GT series car like GT2, GT2 RS, GT3, GT3 RS or GT4. Although one of my dream car is Porsche 911 GT3, it is far away from my reach. Anyways, let's start with the spec. The new Porsche 911 GT3 is powered by naturally aspirated 4-liter 6-cylinder boxer engine. Since GT3 has always been the turboless one, so there is no surprise there. Current generation will produce 375 kW at 8,400 RPM, and peak torque will be 470 Nm at 6,100 RPM, which will go to the rear wheels. The engine can rev up to 9,000 RPM. Now, you can have this both in PDK and manual. With PDK, you can hit 0 to 100 km per hour in 3.4 seconds, while getting up to 318 km speed, and with manual you can get 0 to 100 km per hour around 3.9 seconds and up to 320 km per hour top speed. The chassis is basically same as the Carrera Cup cars, but uses double wishbone front axle instead of McPherson front suspension. The new GT3 will have 5-link rear axle with new shocks for better balance between driving comfort and track performance. Also, for the first time, GT3 will be getting rear wheel steering, which will allow the wheels to turn up to 2 degrees. Now, if you have noticed, the rear wing is also different. The GT3 uses swan neck style rear wing. According to Porsche, at its performance position, this new wing will help to direct more airflow without obstructing them and can increase downforce up to 150% at 200 km per hour speed. Now, interior wise, everything seems to be similar to the other 992 except the gear knob. It seems they have replaced that weird looking gear shift for the new one. I think this looks much better. I mean, look at this one. This old gear knob, even Will Smith couldn't make it look cool. So yeah, this new gear shifter gets a thumbs up. Now let's have a look in the configurator. Here you can see Porsche has no lacking in terms of optioning. List of options goes on and on and on, but it also means you have flexibility to personalize and build your own Porsche. I mean, look at their custom color. It costs a whooping $21,000, but gives you the chance to get a unique color. When it comes to speccing Porsche, one should always be careful because the cost can balloon up pretty fast. Here is the configurator. You can see like the front view, rear view, this one shows side view. So let's try out some colors. First you have these special colors which cost like 7,500. They have some unique color like crayon, then lava orange, then shark blue, then they have python green. As for the other colors, these colors are free of cost. These are like you can choose any between these colors. There are these around 10 colors you can choose from. That doesn't add to any cost. And I think the black looks a little bit more better because the black looks a little bit more sleek. Then we got wheels. You can paint the wheels. You can select one of the colors and they can paint it for you. You can click on these information buttons to see actually how it will look if you don't want to like click on one of the options and wait for it to materialize in the picture. So now in the interior you can select one of the interior colors. There are already 3 options you can choose from. I think the red one looks better, so let's go with the red one for first. So this one is leather and racing tech. As for the seats, I'm not a fan of the bucket seats, although they are, I think, will be a more sought after options for these kind of cars, but I don't know, they don't look very comfortable. If I have to choose, I will probably go with either adaptive sports seat or just a sports seat plus. For the transmission you have 2 options. You can either go with the 7-speed PDK or 6-speed manual. This is the funny part. I noticed that you don't have an option to like color the brake calipers whatever way you like. It usually comes with the setup. I might be wrong, or maybe I'm missing something, but the brake calipers coloring options are really limited. For example, here if you choose the PCCB Porsche ceramic composite brake option, only then you can get the yellow calipers. Options are limited. You can either go with yellow if you have the PCCB, or you can go with the black, but yeah, you have limited options when it comes to painting your brake calipers. For the battery, either go with the lightweight battery or you can choose the standard one, which is 3.5 kg heavier than the lightweight option. I love the way the Porsche headlights look. So they have this option with where you can have PDLS with a shark blue ring, but I think like if you don't have a blue car, I don't think it will look good. So I think the normal PDLS is good enough. Then you can also have option to black your tail lights. I think I will take the seat heating option because I'm not sure if you guys remember or not, in the previous models there was a lot of empty button. In the new model I don't see much of an empty button, but I definitely know there are 2 buttons for heat seating options, and I'm pretty sure if you don't get these options you will get blank buttons. Even though blank buttons doesn't bother me that much, it's not much, so I think it's better to just pay and not to have that blank button there. Then you can select how you want the dials to look at. Look, you can even have your AC vents painted in some color, or even wrap the AC vents in leather. Who even wrap their AC vent in the leather? But you know, there is the option if you like. There's a lot of options when it comes to, you know, speccing your Porsche. But I'm actually being a little bit stingy just to show like how the price will end up, even if I am being very careful about choosing the options. The door trims in leather, okay, that is one option I would rather have because, you know, the interior will look nice. I'm not sure which one look better, interior package in carbon or in leather. I think both of them actually looks good. I think you cannot go wrong with either. You can even have belt outlet trims in Racetex. I think putting this kind of sticker is a little bit risky. This kind of motorsport decorative sticker is a little bit risky because if you ever think of selling, the next owner might not prefer that huge sticker on the like middle of the car body. So I would rather leave these options, and if I want that kind of sticker in the center or any other like custom color, I can always get it wrapped. So even though I have been very stingy with the options, still look, we have ended up in $32,000 worth of options. 2,000 is the postcode for the Sydney, and the price is $432,177 in Australian dollars for drive away. So nearly $500,000. So that's why I said this car is way beyond my capability, but this is definitely a very great car to have. However, before we go, I would like to show you something. If you check the 911 GTS model, you will find that if you take the Sports Plus option, then the performance figure pretty much becomes the same. As you can see here, with the Sports Plus option, the 0 to 100 becomes 3.4 seconds. So does it mean 911 GTS can be like a stealthy or GT3? Anyways, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.